Will I treat you good?
Hey.
Do you know how long I've wanted to say Brooklyn's in the house?
How long?
A long time.
All right, I figured, yeah.
Probably as long as you've been waiting to play on the Sunset Strip.
Oh, it's pretty epic. We walked past it all this morning, and yeah, it's pretty epic. In the words of Larry David, that is.
Yes, yeah, pretty. Okay, so I want to find out, coming from Brooklyn, New York, I mean, you guys have like the Bowery scene and like your own historic grungy clubs. And what is the perception out there versus what's going on in LA here with the Strip? What's the kind of the attitude, or what's the image back there on LA?
I feel like New York knows that LA parties a bit harder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're going to go there,
I
huh?
am.
Jeez.
This where it's going to make it back to New York.
I'm not going to be allowed back home, but I feel like LA can party a little
Well,
harder.
I'm going to say they can make a club really dirty, all right? Like,
Dirtier than the Viper Room?
we went downstairs. The smell in there was something I haven't smelt for a while.
Imagine
it was
how
impressive.
much DNA is just soaked into that carpet.
I like to call it the lap dance smell.
Yeah,
You
you
know.
know, the boom boom room. I leaned up against the counter for a second, and I had to go get a shot afterwards.
That's funny. You guys have a very cool, very different story about how you came into music. I would like you guys to tell the story for those that have not heard it yet.
Do you want to take this one?
I'll take it. So yeah, we had no idea what we were doing. Basically, I mean, we still have very little idea what we were doing. But Kim never played drums before. I never played a keyboard before. Kim wanted to learn how to play the drums. I mean, you can see these guns are pretty massive. You know, like she had to hit something, and I wanted her to stop hitting me. So she picked up on the drums. And I had this keyboard that just looked cool, so I decided I'd figure it out. And then one thing led to the next, and we accidentally became a band.
Now, what was the moment where you're like, holy shit, we can kind of be a band and maybe entertain people? What was the... When did you guys notice that? How did you notice that?
What do you think? Last week?
I mean, the moment just keeps coming on different levels. I mean, I've been doing this band. We've been doing this band for our only job for the past 4 or 5 years or something, and I still feel like when I go through immigration and I have to write my occupation down, and I write musician, that I feel like I'm like a dude writing poet, but I work at a coffee shop. You know, I still can't believe it's real. You know.
Yeah, and you guys get along, obviously, you're together as a couple, but you get along great, and you made this music in a tiny Brooklyn apartment. What's the secret to the magic?
Can I get this one?
Sure.
I am so awesome. That's what it is. I mean, you know.
I'll take it.
I am. There we go.
Matt, can you
I won't
argue
even make that seem like a joke. That's just kind of thing she says. Yeah.
Well, speaking of awesomeness, you have this thing, kind of like how Michael Jordan sticks his tongue out when he goes in for like a dunk. You have this animated look about you when you're behind the drums that is just like infectious, and it just seems like you're having such a good time. Where does that come from? Is that always been you? Just the giant smile on your face? And
I guess it started. All right, so when we started out, we were.
pipe down out there, folks. Kim's talking.
Keep drinking, guys. Keep drinking. Let's get this party going. Now, when we started in our bedroom. I played with like towels over the drums. It was really quiet. And then we one day rented an hour rehearsal spot. And I just got to play them loud, and it was amazing. It was the best thing I've ever done, besides, you know, yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it started.
Yeah, the second she really got to hit them really hard, that smile appeared, and it just hasn't disappeared yet.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I mean, for those that have not seen Matt and Kim perform, I saw you, I think it might have been Street Scene, or I've seen you play outside before. And I feel like that's where you guys belong, like on that outdoor big stage where people can see from a distance and come and just start to party. I mean, you guys put on a party when you perform.
And it's weird because I remember the way we started off was literally playing parties, like lofts, warehouses, art spaces, things like that in Brooklyn. And it was just, you know, no stages, people around us. And that party vibe was, we thought, is this going to translate when things get bigger and bigger? And I remember our first big festival was Lollapalooza, and the press barricade was like, you know, like 30 feet in front of us. And we're just, I don't know if this is going to work, but we just did what we do. And it even the energy in the whole place just responded.
Because I almost feel like I need to be, and people watching your show need to be standing right next to you. Because when you watch your video, like your block after block video, people are like on top of you when you're doing your thing.
That's what our shows were like, and we broke a lot of gear that way, shared a lot of sweat, but luckily, as far as I know, there is no transmittable diseases through sharing sweat.
No, not yet anyway.
As far as I know.
Yeah. The lovely pink taco waitress here, would you guys like anything? Shots.
I guess you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, right? All right.
I think we blew that already. I don't think it's the morning.
Well,
welcome to the strip, guys.
I'm gonna slightly sip on this.
oh
Kamikaze.
What
Jeez,
is
you're
a
trying to kill 'em, they gotta
kamikaze
perform
exactly?
later.
Oh shit.
All right. It seems big.
If you
Cheers.
guys don't make it onto the show, this is the famous last scene right here.
All right.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if we're gonna be able to play now. It's just gonna be. You know what's gonna happen? When I get a couple drinks in me, I start saying stuff that I should not be saying on stage.
Well, I know. I think I've been to a couple of those shows.
Oh,
You had
yeah.
one at the Wiltern last month.
Oh, Kim.
I promised Matt I would never say what I said at
Let's
that
repeat
night.
it. Let's say it right now. We're all friends.
No. I've made a promise to this man.
It was actually very
delicious.
it's very delicious.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Very.
Oh no.
I'm good for now.
Steak sandwich. Bloody Mary.
Maybe one behind this one, another one. That'll be great.
Let's talk about the videos. You probably get asked all the time about the lessons learned video. How you were able to strip buck naked, which it looked very cold that day. So sorry, Matt. It looked very cold.
If you
that
saw
day.
the cut without the blur, yeah, you would know it was February for sure.
Yeah. How did you pull it off?
Well,
Sorry, let me set it up. If you haven't seen the lessons learned video, these guys get off a van or a bus, start walking on the street, and disrobe over the course of a block until they end up in the center of Times Square, and you gaze around naked.
Yeah.
Titties out.
And then there is a couple more twists and turns that happen, but yeah, we basically we were able to get a permit to shoot a web promotional video. We couldn't shoot a music video, but a web promotional video, and we didn't tell them exactly what we were going to do. We just said, 2 tourists walk through Times Square dressed inappropriately for the weather. Not a lie.
Perfect.
Not a lie. And basically, a number of police came up to us over the course of the 5 takes we did.
Oh my! I didn't know that.
We did 3 takes with our clothes on, 2 takes without our clothes on, and every time different police came up, and the producer who was walking with the camera was just like, "We got a permit. We got a permit." They're like, okay, cool.
By the
So
end,
the cops-
he was just holding it out. He was
Yeah.
just like.
So the cops that are in the video that come and mess with you guys, are they real cops?
Yeah.
Well, we had real cops just kept coming up every time, more and more. That was actually the last take we took.
When they're grabbing you, okay.
And he's
Yeah.
just behind the camera yelling, "We have a permit! We
So
have a permit!"
you can see them release Kim as
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that was great.
Yeah.
Now, and the block after block, who's the creative mind behind your videos?
That's Kim's pointing at me. That is me. I went to school for film. We actually met at art school, and the only time I get to do film-related things is when it deals with Matt and Kim. But Kim always thinks I come up with the ideas just to torture her.
Mm-hmm.
But after we do such things as win VMAs for them, she had to kind of admit that I have some good ideas.
That's awesome. No, the block after block also. Go now, check out that block after block video. It's pretty amazing. It makes you want to move to New York and run around the town and party with you guys.
It was a blast to make. We were nervous to do beforehand, but it was a blast.
Will I treat you good?